So how we doing, guys? Today I'm doing something a little different, nothing major. I got a doctor's appointment to go to, and then I got to go to the liquor store, so I got stuff for Christmas, because Christmas is in 5 days. Today we're doing a brown ale. I called this the Rochester Rail Brown Ale. I'm making about 3 gallons on this batch. It's a little bit easier to make smaller batches. I can get through them a lot quicker. So I already got the water up to temp for the mash. We're at 157. Then I'll kick it down to 152. So this one is going to have 5 pounds, 13 ounces of two-row, 11.6 ounces of Munich 20L, 8.9 ounces of the Caramel Crystal 60, and 5.9 ounces of chocolate malt. My chocolate malt is 500 SRM, so it's pretty dark. We are using Cascade 11% alpha acid, 0.3 ounces at the 60 minute. And then we're going to use a 1/4 ounce of Willamette. Those are 4.9 alpha acid. That's going to be at 15 minutes. And then another 1/4 ounce at 5 minutes of the Willamette. We are using, oops, sorry, I didn't put my hand over that. We are using SO5. Safe ale. So just going with a basic Chico. I already added my salts. And this one I added 5 grams of Epsom salt, 3.2 grams of calcium chloride, 2.5 grams of baking soda, 2.2 grams of chalk, and 0.35 grams of gypsum. I'll give you the, how much space do we got? Yeah, I'll give you the parts per million here, because I don't have it right here in front of me. Right. So this one's going to come out to a 5.7% ABV. My initial gravity should be 1.052, and it should finish out at 1.009. So we'll see how that works. I'm off. So this is going to mash probably for a good 2 hours by the time I get back. So we'll see what our conversion is then. Later, guys. All right, so we're back. It's been about 3 hours since I started this mash. So I just checked the gravity. It is exactly where it's supposed to be. It's at 1040. It's supposed to be 1039. So we're good with that. I'm just going to do a mash out, and then we'll get into the boil. We're going to turn this up. You know what? I'm going to turn it up to right about there. Oh, that drains for about 10 minutes. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Don't drink the hops.
10 minutes, counting down.
So as soon as we start boiling, we got our first addition of hops. It's going to be Cascade, 0.3 ounces. Doing a 60-minute boil. I'll grab the final or the initial gravity and my volume as soon as I get the basket out. All right, we're at 100%. Should only take a second to get up to boil because it already started boiling. Oh, let's get our we are at, can't see, just 5 gallons, it looks like. We're supposed to be at 5.1. Add in our hops. We got 15 minutes left in the boil. I'm adding my last 1/4 ounce of Cascade hops. I'm also going to start circulating the wort through the pump and the counterflow chiller, and so that can start to get cleaned up. All right, I got 5 minutes left in the boil. I'm going to add in the last 1/4 ounce of Cascade hops. We're now chilling. Pulled the hops. After about 30 hours, I noticed the gravity had dropped a couple points, and roughly 40 hours in, I was at 30 psi. So I had to drop that down real quick, but we held the psi at roughly 10, and fermentation went pretty well after that. The brown ale's done. Today is Wednesday. I kegged it Saturday, this past Saturday. So, some numbers here on the brown ale. So the brown ale, the original gravity was 1051. The final gravity was 1016, so it came out to a 4.6 alcohol. BCGS guidelines say it should fall between 1045 and 1060, and final gravity should be between 1010 and 1016. So mine fell into those, and 4.3 to 6.2% for ABV. IBUs are supposed to run between 20 and 30. My IBUs are 26, 25.9, 26. And SRM is 18 to 35, and I'm at 26. I'll quickly go over the recipe real quick. So we did 5 pounds, 13 ounces of 2-row, 11.6 ounces of Munich 20, 8.9 ounces of Caramel Crystal 60L, 5.9 of chocolate malt, that was a 500L, and then 0.3 ounces of Cascade at 60 minutes, 1/4 ounce of Willamette at 15, and another 1/4 ounce of Willamette at 5. I just used USO5 Safe Ale for fermentation. The brown ale was started December 20th, and it fermented for 10 days. So on December 30th, I took it out, and that's when I kegged it. And then today is the 3rd of January. So it's been 4 days kegged. And so today I also have a friend here. We're going to do the tasting together. First time that he's tried my brown ale. And I'll have to ask him if it's actually maybe the first time he's tried a brown ale. So we'll get into that right after this. I'm not having a commercial. I don't know why I did that. So, people, we're doing our tasting of our brown ale. This here is my godson, Jack. Jack is a musician. Just released a new song that is on all platforms?
On all streaming platforms, wherever you stream your music, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, Pandora, things like that.
Yep. All right, cool. And why don't you look real quick, just a little history on yourself and how you got into the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, so music's been a big part of my life for as long as I can remember. And before the 2020 pandemic, I went on a vacation to Nashville, Tennessee with some friends, and I was inspired to start learning the guitar after that trip. So I bought a little guitar, and then the pandemic hit, and it was a perfect time to start learning.
Right.
Had a lot of time on my hands there. So learned the basic chords, just from YouTube videos, and eventually got pretty good at the basic stuff and just kind of built from there, and learned, a couple of country songs. Country songs are pretty easy, 3 chords and the truth type thing, and learned the basics of songwriting. And, over time, just kind of gradually got a small catalog of music put together. And this is my second song that I just released. I have another song out as well called Out of Office. And really love what I do. It helps me express myself. All in all, you know, it's grown into a little bit of a side hustle for me, and you know, I love recording my own stuff. A lot of people have responded very positively to it, and and we really love the engagement, and I'm really really proud and really happy and really thankful for all my fans out there that have shown a lot of support throughout the years. So I really appreciate it.
This new song is titled what?
New song is called "Put a Beer on It."
Put a beer on it.
Put a beer on it.
It fits right in.
Exactly. I got the name for the song. My dad and I have a saying, I'll put a beer on it that XYZ happens.
Right.
So
right.
in a way for like to gamble. Like I'll put a beer on it that he misses this field goal. Or where are my keys? I'll put a beer on it, you left them in your pocket. Or something like stupid like that.
Right.
So the song's a little bit about you know, a guy in a bar, he's gonna put a beer on it that his girlfriend, you know, his ex-girlfriend really is out getting done up to go out, but he doesn't care because he's at the bar, he's hanging out with his buddies. Good drinking song.
Yeah.
You know, happy, positive drinking songs. That's what I like to put out.
And as we're going through this video, you know, his song is gonna be playing, you know, in the background here. But this is the song currently, right?
Yep, that's it.
I'll put a beer on it.
And then, so while that's playing, you know, we'll taste our beer, or my beer. So as I said, this is an American Brown Ale.
American Brown Ale.
Yep. So it's 4.9%. Hold on, I just forgot what it was. I think it's 4.9. 4.6.
4.6. How do you
4.6.
measure that?
Specific gravity. So when you get done making it's not beer until it ferments, so it's wort. So after you get done making it, you take a specific gravity, and that was the original gravity.
Right.
And then after it ferments, you got the final gravity because it ate up the sugars, so the gravity changes.
Right.
Water is 1.000.
Right, of course.
So this is 1.06, and then there's a calculation that figures out what the amount of sugar that was consumed turns into alcohol, and then you get that number.
That's incredible.
So that's what it is.
You must have paid attention in chemistry class.
No, I bought a good software program.
That also helps too.
So usually what I do, I usually, you know, take check the aroma. This should be, you know, like a malty, a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah, I do.
Very
smell
little
some chocolate.
some nuttiness, caramel, you know, around there. It's not like
a bit nutty.
it's not like a stout where it's, you know, they're a little bit more pronounced. This is a little bit more faded.
Right.
Not super hoppy. You're not getting like an IPA hoppiness off of it, but there is some hop character to it. Mm-hmm. You checking out the engraving on there?
Oh, I didn't even see that right there. I was just looking at the color. It looks like a glass of really dark chocolate milk mixed with Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it needs to clear up a little bit. It's only been in the keg for 4 days. So it'll clear up a little bit more, but the color will stay about the same. It's not going to get any lighter or anything. Cheers, man. Happy New Year. I don't know how many brown ales you've had in the past.
The only brown ale that I really know of is Guinness and the Genesee, the winter lager that you do.
Yeah, well, Guinness is a stout.
It was
In the marketplace, out like in Wegmans and stuff.
some real German name.
Oh, Schwarzbier?
Schwarzbier.
That's
yes.
it. Yeah. That's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they are a darker beer.
Now, is this a sipping beer or a chugging beer? For people who like to
That's up to you. I mean, it's only 4.6%, so you can chug it if you want, but you should be getting that. You know, it's got a more of a malty taste to it.
Yeah.
You still get a little bit of the chocolate, nutty. I like there's a little nutty in it. You know, there's a little nutty making it, so there's a little nutty in it.
Yeah, it finishes towards the back of the throat.
Yep.
Very, very tasty.
Yeah, I get the more of a nut flavor at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, likewise.
Yep.
Rochester Rail Brown Ale. Where did you come up with that name?
Back in the past, railroads were pretty popular, obviously all over the country, but Rochester was pretty popular. A lot of flour mills in Rochester. Rochester was called the Flour City.
Yep.
So besides the Erie Canal, railroads were very abundant.
And you used to ride the train to school with my dad?
No, we horse and buggy.
Oh, okay.
That was back then. So what do you think? You didn't even give me a comment.
It's very good.
Okay.
It's this would be a really nice beer, especially in these colder months. It's a little bit heavier than a light beer or a regular Pilsner. And, I can picture myself, in a lazy boy with a fire going, watching a football game or something, and enjoying a nice dark beer. This is great for those who want to sit back and have one or two and really sip it slow and really enjoy the flavor, and not just shoot it back and chuck it.
Like a Jenny Light.
Exactly. Yeah. Keep the Jenny Lights for the fast drinking.
So Jack is a Jenny Light drinker.
Absolutely.
All right. So I think we're good, folks. We're going to go eat some chicken wings.
I like it.
And thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe.
Thank you.
Hey, if you get onto any of those music platforms, look up Jack Thomas. That's what Jack Thomas Country.
Yep. All right. Jack Thomas Country on TikTok, Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well. And then on Spotify and Apple Music, I'm just Jack Thomas. On Amazon, I'm Jack Thomas. YouTube is Jack Thomas as well. Really appreciate the support, and give my songs a listen and let me know what you think.
And one other real quick thing is part of your ambition to go professional with this gig? Or
You never know. I'm taking it one day at a time. I'd love to do it for a living. I'm liking where I'm at right now. I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other and see what comes of it. If I make it professionally, that's great. If I play on a Saturday night in a bar for a bunch of people, that's fine too. I'm
cool.
Just content with where I'm at. I'll be where my feet are for right now, and whatever happens in the future will happen in the future.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Take care, folks. Oh, come on. I'm fucking hitting everything.
Do you have Spotify or YouTube?
Yeah, I got it on Amazon.
Yeah,
It's on Amazon
you
too.
can play it on Amazon there.
But it's right there now.
All right.
So.
It counts towards one of my metrics, though. If you play it on.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just messing. You can do
That's like you got to like and subscribe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I work in a corporate environment, and this music allows me to kind of stretch myself a little bit. Could we cut that out? I don't want to say that.
Yeah, I'll edit it out.
Okay. Yeah. It's more of a hobby type thing. I don't want to say that either. You can cut all this out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
We actually used to paddle up and down the Erie Canal all the time too when they were building it.
I believe it. Yep. I didn't know you were that old. I knew you were old. I didn't think you were that old.
Sing along.